Today we're delving into the world of permaculture gardening, a sustainable approach that transforms your garden into a thriving ecosystem. In this video we'll explore key segments of permaculture gardening techniques, from observing nature's patterns to creating a resilient soil ecosystem. Let's cultivate sustainable practices together. If you're ready, let's dive in. The principles of permaculture gardening. For sustainable gardening, the principle of observe and interact is primordial, where it involves keenly understanding the environment. For instance, in a garden, some of the important patterns to become aware of include sunlight and shade, and identifying microclimates. This understanding helps make informed decisions of where to plant heat-loving crops so they can receive ample sunlight, and where to plant shade-tolerant plants, such as in the cooler areas. Thus, by understanding the natural flow of the land, a permaculture gardener optimizes plant placement for their maximum health and productivity. Another critical principle includes catch and store energy, which makes the most of available resources. Here, vertical gardening is a perfect example. By utilizing vertical space, we increase sunlight exposure for a variety of plants. This not only maximizes energy absorption but also enhances the overall efficiency of the garden. Therefore, before starting your garden, understand all of the principal permaculture principles and integrate them into your design. Ultimately, utilize every opportunity to harness nature's energy flows for the maximum benefit of the plants. Water-wise techniques. Water is a precious resource, and permaculture offers ingenious ways to manage it effectively. Rainwater harvesting is a practice where we capture and store rainwater for later use. In a permaculture garden, strategically placed rain barrels can collect rainwater from the roof, reducing reliance on external water sources. Swales are another important water harvesting technique. There are earthworks designed to slow, spread, and sink water into the soil, preventing runoff and allowing it to nourish the plants. Also, mulching is another essential technique for water conservation. By covering the soil with organic materials like straw or wood chips, one can create a protective layer that reduces water evaporation, suppresses weeds, and improves overall soil moisture retention. Together, these water-wise techniques not only ensure the health of the plants but also contribute to sustainable gardening practices. Companion planting and guilds. Companion planting is like creating alliances in your garden. It enhances the natural symbiosis of plants, reducing the need for chemical pesticides and fosters a healthier, more balanced ecosystem in the garden. As an example, the planting of basil and other herbs near tomato plants helps repel pests that might harm and destroy the tomatoes. There are also guilds, an advanced form of companion planting. Imagine a fruit tree at the center, surrounded by a supportive community of plants. Some fix nitrogen, others provide ground cover, and some act as natural pest deterrents. Such guilds create interdependence and help foster a resilient and self-sustaining environment. Together, these showcase the power of permaculture in creating ecologically balanced spaces. Soil health and regeneration. The health of a garden starts from the ground up, quite literally. There are various strategies that we can implement to create a thriving, sustainable permaculture garden. The first is a technique called no-dig gardening that minimizes soil disturbance. Here, instead of tilling, a person layers organic material like straw, leaves, and compost on top of the soil. This approach helps preserve the delicate balance of microorganisms, fungi, and other beneficial life forms that contribute to soil health. There is also cover cropping, another critical practice that effectively supports soil health. This strategy helps increase soil fertility and prevents soil loss due to rainfall or wind erosion. A good example is the planting of legume cover crops. These not only help protect the soil from erosion, but these plants also add valuable nutrients by fixing nitrogen. Importantly, these cover crops are later incorporated into the soil, where they help enhance its fertility, promoting a natural and sustainable cycle of nutrient regeneration. Community and social sustainability. Community and social sustainability are integral aspects of permaculture that extend beyond individual gardens. One powerful example is the establishment of community gardens. Imagine a shared space where neighbors come together to cultivate a diverse array of plants. These community gardens not only provide fresh produce but also foster a sense of belonging, collaboration, and shared responsibility. Here, individuals with varying levels of gardening experience can exchange knowledge, tips, and seeds, creating a supportive network that benefits everyone involved. Also, permaculture principles can be applied to urban planning, fostering the creation of green spaces within communities. Public parks designed with permaculture in mind can serve as not only recreational areas but also educational hubs. Interpretive signage explaining permaculture principles, edible landscapes, and community workshops hosted in these spaces can contribute to raising awareness and promoting sustainable practices on a broader scale. Therefore, the community and social sustainability aspect of permaculture is about building connections, sharing resources, and collectively working towards a sustainable future. This is where true impact is really made. In conclusion, permaculture gardening is a holistic approach that considers the intricacies of the environment. By observing, interacting, and working with natural processes, we can create gardens that are not only productive but also sustainable. Remember, these techniques are adaptable to any space, whether you have a small balcony or a spacious backyard. So, embrace the principles, experiment, and enjoy the journey of creating your sustainable paradise. If you found this information valuable, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on permaculture gardening. Until next time, happy gardening!